Thank you, Mr. President. At the outset, I take this opportunity to congratulate Bahrain on assuming the UNSC presidency this month and thank them for convening today's open debate. We also thank the Secretary General and briefers for their remarks. A discussion on this crucial topic is indeed timely and appropriate. It is contextual to highlight that the first ever open debate on the theme Enhancing Maritime Security, a Case for International Cooperation under the item Maintenance of International Peace and Security was convened by India during its UNSC presidency in August 2021 that paved the way to address maritime security in a holistic manner. Mr. President, India is committed to promoting a free, open, and rules-based maritime order in accordance with the principles of UNCLOS. In this regard, India supports adherence to international law, especially the United Nations Convention on the Laws of the Sea, as the foundation for maintaining freedom of navigation, while emphasizing unimpeded lawful commerce. Since the major share of global energy supplies and international trade is carried out through international waterways, any threat to critical waterways in the maritime domain has serious implications for international peace and security and global trade. As a major trading nation, India strongly deplores the recent targeting of commercial shipping through the Strait of Hormuz and the endangerment of innocent civilian crew members. Such actions have resulted in the tragic loss of precious lives of Indian seafarers and are unacceptable. India reiterates that freedom of navigation and global commerce through the Strait of Hormuz must be fully respected in accordance with international law and urges that safe and unimpeded maritime passage be restored at the earliest. Mr. President, the main concerns to be immediately addressed are safety of navigation, continuance of supply chains with specific emphasis on humanitarian supply chains, enhancement of maritime situational awareness, and facilitating communication for the seafarers, whether directly or indirectly. As a responsible maritime power, India has the honor of submitting certain recommendations to alleviate the situation and contribute to the safety of waterways and seafarers. First, India's Directorate General of Shipping has set up a 24/7 helpline for seafarers irrespective of nationality. As on date, we have received close to 7,500 calls and more than 15,000 emails. Second, as brought out in the updated IMO best management practices, we suggest consideration of the member states to increase reporting to the Information Fusion Center Indian Ocean Region, what is called as the IFC-IOR, located in India, which could assist in enabling safe navigation, indirect communication of seafarers' situation, and explore avenues for maintaining humanitarian supply chains. It may be relevant to note that there are several international liaison officers in the IFC-IOR, and among them, they represent 36 countries, including the first multilateral IMO Djibouti Code of Conduct, ILO, representing 22 states. Therefore, coordination with this center could accrue significant benefits. Third, we further note with concern the grave risk of maritime pollution arising from attacks on commercial vessels in these waters. In this context, the role of IFC-IOR assumes greater importance and should be further promoted by its inclusion in the IMO MSC Resolution 324/89 for effective maritime domain awareness, environmental monitoring, and coordination with other significant information sharing centers. Mr. President, as a leading seafaring nation committed to global maritime safety and security, India would be honored to receive the consideration of the member states on our recommendations that may contribute to UN and IMO's specific mandates in these trying circumstances and beyond. In conclusion, India sees maritime security and the protection of waterways as essential to global security and economic prosperity. Being among the top 3 seafarer supplying nations, contributing approximately 13% of the global seafaring workforce, India remains deeply concerned about the safety and welfare of its seafarers. Any disruption, obstruction, or purported closure of vital waterways has direct consequences for global economy, energy, and humanitarian supply chains. The safety and welfare of seafarers, the security of international shipping, Energy supply chains that sustain nations and humanitarian supply chains that ensure survival and welfare of seafarers must remain paramount. India aims to maintain secure waterways for the long-term global peace and inclusive growth. Thank you, Mr. President.
You like this video? Then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.